Hi guys, today we are going to be talking about cryptography. Cryptography is derived from an ancient Greek word kryptos, meaning hidden or secret, and graphene, meaning to write. It is essentially the conversion of information from a readable state to apparent nonsense. Now we'll discuss more about cryptography. What exactly is cryptography? It is the practice and study of hiding information. Cryptography is the art or science of converting a plain intelligible data into an unintelligible data and again retransforming that message into its original form. Encryption and decryption. Encryption is the process of converting plain text into an unintelligible format called the ciphertext. This process is also called encoding. Decryption, also known as decoding, is the process of converting coded information into understandable form called the plain text. Categories of cryptography. Cryptography is divided into symmetric key cryptography and asymmetric key cryptography. Symmetric key cryptography is further divided into classical cryptography and modern cryptography. Symmetric key cryptography. Here, the sender and receiver uses the same key or encryption and decryption algorithm to encrypt or decrypt data. That is, the key is shared. Here is an image of symmetric key cryptography. As you can see, the key is shared. Symmetric key cryptography is divided into traditional and modern ciphers. Traditional cipher is further divided into substitution cipher and transposition cipher. Substitution cipher is a method of encrypting by which units of plain text are replaced with ciphertext according to a fixed system. The units may be single letters, pairs of letters, triplets of letters, mixtures of the above, and so on. A substitution technique is one in which the letters or numbers or symbols of the plain text are replaced by other letters, numbers, or symbols. The receiver deciphers the text by performing the inverse substitution. Monoalphabetic cipher. Each letter of the plain text is substituted by another letter over the entire message to form the ciphertext. Caesar cipher is one type and symbol substitution cipher is another type. Here, the shift cipher is a type of monoalphabetic cipher generally referred to as Caesar cipher. Each alphabet is replaced by another alphabet which is shifted by some fixed number between 0 and 25. This number becomes the key of encryption. As you can see, this is an example of ciphertext and it is shifted by 3. Now, symbol substitution cipher. It is an improvement to Caesar cipher. Instead of shifting alphabets by some number, this scheme uses some permutation of letters in alphabet. For example, A to Z and Z to A are two obvious permutations of all the letters in alphabet. Permutation is nothing but a jumbled up set of alphabets. The sender and receiver may choose any one of those possible permutation as a ciphertext alphabet. This permutation is a secret key of the scheme. Now, symbol substitution cipher example. On receiving the ciphertext, the receiver, who also knows the randomly chosen permutation, replaces each ciphertext on the bottom row with a corresponding plain text on the top row. The ciphertext MJBXZ is decrypted to point. Transposition cipher. In transposition cipher technique, the positions of letters or numbers or symbols in plain text is changed with one another. It is a method of encryption by which the positions held by units of the plaintext are shifted according to a regular system, so that the ciphertext constitutes a permutation of the plaintext. That is, the order of the units is changed. Mathematically, a bijective function is used on the character's position to encrypt and an inverse function to decrypt. Next, modern ciphers. Modern cryptography exists at the intersection of the disciplines of mathematics, computer science, electrical engineering, communication science, and physics. Applications of cryptography include electronic commerce, chip-based payment cards, digital currencies, computer passwords, and military communications. Asymmetric key cryptography. Asymmetric key cryptography, also known as public key cryptography, it uses public and private keys to encrypt and decrypt data. One key can be shared with everyone, and that key is called the public key. The other key is kept secret, and it is called the private key. Either of the keys can be used to encrypt a message. The opposite key from the one used to encrypt message is used for decryption. That's the decryption key is the secret key. As you can see here, Alice and Bob each has one key, and the key used by Bob is the secret key, and the key that Alice uses to encrypt is called the public key. Cryptography in everyday life. Authentication or digital signatures, time stamping, electronic money, secure network communications, storing passwords, storing data, disk encryption, anonymous remailers, and end-to-end encryption. Thank you guys.